Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below. This morning, Monday, the CCSA reported 8,675 new cases of the COVID virus around the country, with the good news that 9,589 people have recovered, been released from quarantine, along with the news that 44 deaths have been attributed to the virus. As Thai banks have quickly refunded money illegally transferred by hackers from thousands of accounts, so the central bank has ordered that new controls go into place quickly that will siphon out irregular transfers and notify customers by email or text of all or any transfers, with some having multiple small withdrawals from their accounts, in some cases over 1,000 in one day. The first step for the banks was quick refunds, which have cost the banks dearly, as the chances of recuperating those losses is virtually nil, although most have insurance. Over the weekend, Siam Commercial Bank has denied reports that customer data had been extracted and was on offer on the so-called dark web, making it clear that there are no vulnerabilities within its system that would allow that to happen. Those who've made such claims, we're told, will face police action. It's only a proposal, one man's idea, but the Thai Tourism and Sports Minister has made headlines after stating that he wants to see bars, clubs and entertainment industry reopening next month. Reality is that once numerous regions become a part of the extended sandbox program, the chances are that the rules applied to existing sandbox locations will be applied, allowing at least eateries to serve alcohol to customers. Most, though, are suggesting end of November for bars and clubs reopening. For 15 years, a 63-year-old American has been on the lam within Thailand after being one of three who scammed e-banking data back in 2003. Fake emails had scammed customers into entering their passwords. The statute of limitations here meant that he was almost clear, but just in time he was spotted and nabbed in Hua Hin. Implicated at the trials of his former associates, he now faces remand in jail as his own case is prepared. The curfew in 17 provinces, including our own, will end on November the 1st. That's next Monday. The Prime Minister confirmed this as he announced further moves to help the tourism industry towards recovery. Currently, curfew runs from 11 in the evening through to 3 in the morning, in some areas ineffectively. Those who bought and paid for Moderna vaccinations through private hospitals in advance stand a chance of getting their vaccinations from next month onwards. 500,000 doses are due to arrive as the first batch in Thailand and will eventually be distributed to those hospitals who've paid for them. People with reservations paid for are advised to contact their hospitals by mid-November, but actually should be notified anyway as to appointment dates. Close to 2 million doses of Moderna are promised by the end of the year, with close to 7 million in the first quarter of next year. Despite the reopening of Thailand to tourism next month, some 80% of so-called slots, that's the docking services at the main airports, have been cancelled by international airlines through to at least the end of the first quarter 2022. An indication perhaps of expected ticket sales. Many airlines have cut seriously back on flights. Meanwhile, prices for travel from Thailand to abroad have seen huge cuts too, which is a bonus to anyone planning a trip from here overseas. Meanwhile, at home and in our own region, this morning the Chonburi province announced 295 new cases of the virus around the area, 80 in Chonburi, 91 in Sirachar, 55 in Banglamung, including Pattaya, 18 in Sattahip, and 2 deaths attributed to the virus in the same period. In Pattaya, city officials are furious that tramps are charging motorists for what is free parking at the Bali Hai pier area. It seems that some have been stopping cars and demanding 500 baht a vehicle. Parking is free, so don't get caught out. Vaccinations at the sports centre are again in full swing today on Soi Chayapruk 2 Road. As always, the car park was half full by 7 in the morning, as adults and school children alike queued for free vaccinations. Tenants are being advised to contact the actual owners of their properties to confirm the legitimacy of so-called agents who are employed to collect rents and maintain properties. This is once again another large number of tenants have found out that whilst they're in credit, or at least up to date on their payments, the money's never actually reached the property owners. with some being served with notices to either pay again or leave. It's worth making contact. Once you've got an email from the owner confirming that person's the agent, you're covered. However, equally, with an estimated 50,000 condos available for rent, owners would be wise to work with their tenants or risk losing them. And Pattaya City, along with Najom Tien, were rammed over the long weekend which ended yesterday. All good for business here, and we're told malls and beachfront businesses were doing a roaring trade. Sunday afternoon saw the exodus and motorways were extremely busy, with tailbacks within the city. And with the Met Office promising highs today of 31 degrees dropping down to 26, a cloudy start with the chance of a sunny afternoon. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,